All right. Welcome to everybody that's probably not in the chat yet, because you're all going to just start trickling in after this cold open. There we go. Yep, I can hear myself. Let's go ahead and mute myself. There we go. All right, so we are going to be looking at our two contestants for today's First to 10 exhibition. Thanks, Kamikaze, for the host. My name is Mount Lover, and I'm here with my co-commentator, Kamikaze Warrior. What's up? How's it going?
I'm doing pretty well. Really excited to see this. I'm kind of curious what Brent has in store for us in this G matchup. It's a weird one.
So for those wondering, today we're going to be having 801 Strider versus Brenttiscool, and 801 Strider actually been using G lately. I used to love his Laura play, but apparently he's just completely changed his main, and now he's a G main, and I respect it. Although I loved his Laura, I feel like his specialty, although everybody, when you pick Laura, they talk about your set play, your mix-ups, but I feel like just watching 801 Strider, and the reason I liked to watch him play so much was because he had just really good footsies, really good whiff punishing, and really good neutral in general, and I feel like that's sort of G's strong suit, so maybe he's a better fit there. And what can you tell me about Brenttiscool? How familiar are you with these two players?
I'm only vaguely familiar. I mean, I remember Brenttiscool a lot from season 1, and then as far as I was aware, he kind of just dropped off a whole lot, but his Ken play was really solid then. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, one of the holy trinity of the SoCal Kens. Brenttiscool. I have not seen very much out of him, but he does have some placements under his belt. I think he actually took third at an online CPT event. So I think in terms of CPT scores, it's actually ranked higher than Gustavo. But I do think he will be sticking with Ken. He hasn't gone full Chris T and changed his mains, although I have noticed that he's been playing with Nash a little bit on the ladder lately. So maybe we'll see a little bit of that. But so let's go ahead and just look into his play style as of late. And we did manage to find a couple of matches against a G player. So let's see how this pans out.
So I guess, like I was saying earlier, the Ken versus G matchup is a little weird. It's like you would think that with G's kind of lack of good anti-airs and such, so you add in your Ken, you'd want to be jumping in and such, but Ken doesn't actually have a really good way of dealing with flip kicks, which G wants to be doing at around the same range that Ken wants to be jumping at anyway. So it's
in terms of yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna have to not watch the screen share because it is.
Yeah, it's definitely 1 frame per second right now for us, but it's all good. I'll just look at it and I'll have the stream open on another monitor, so we'll have the delayed commentary as well. But I think according to the Capcom statistics, this is sort of an even matchup, almost exactly even. If you look at the matchup statistics, it's 4.9997. So it is definitely not favored in one way or the other according to that. But I do like sort of the things that Ken can do in this matchup. Because G sort of lives and dies by his V gauge. Once he gets that V trigger popped, and most of the stuff that he's doing all throughout the round are just building that V gauge, different ways to confirm into his V skill to get that up, because he becomes scary once he's in V trigger. And in my opinion, only once he's in V trigger. That's where his damage and his pressure comes from.
And a level 3 G is still pretty scary.
Yeah, if you can get level 3 presidentiality just going by yourself, then that's amazing. But I think when you're just activating it manually like that, it does have a timer on it, so it's very hard to do. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say one of the big favors that Ken has in this matchup is every single one of his hit confirms is a knockdown. Just across the board. The only one that could have been better would be if his V reversal is also a knockdown.
So one thing that Ken can do that I actually love about this matchup is that so G obviously he has no 3-frame jab and he has no DPs, he has no reversals, and so if you just pressure him to no end, if you just put him in frame trap after frame trap, you can sort of force a V reversal out of him sometimes. And against G, forcing V reversals is like forcing his lifeline. And Ken has, of course, the nifty stuff that he can do, just target combo, EX Fireball, just fluke at infinitum. And so I feel like if we see a lot of that out of Brent, we could potentially see just a complete neutering of G's toolset. If you can force that, I want to say 2 or 3 V reversals out of a G player, you'll effectively shut down his V trigger for that entire round.
Oh yeah, especially if you can get 2 V reversals, and even 1 is pretty good. It's a lot like the Urian matchup where it's like you really want to force him to make that rear reversal because then your life is just so much easier.
Yeah. And if he doesn't use it, then hey, free pressure for you.
Yeah. I'm just trying to watch this match right now. That was a weird combo out of Brent, but
yeah, just
okay.
low forward.
Low forward fireball activate, yes, but then straight in the XTP like that. I'm assuming he was styling.
Sure. He knew it would kill. Let's give him that.
Yeah.
Let's there's another match after and before this one, so let's go ahead and watch another one of these G versus Ken matches.
So one of the reasons why I think, at least for the CFN stats, I don't know how much, if there's like a skill, like, filter on that, or whatever, for what they're taking the data from. But the way that I see this going is like, I don't expect the meta for Ken versus G to stop anytime soon. Like, I expect people to keep changing it, in this matchup in particular, probably at least another 6 months.
Shout out to True Sonic in the chat. What's up?
Yeah, because as G's start to refine their neutral game and in their defense, it's going to force, adaptations out of the Ken players, which I think should stay roughly one step ahead because they're that much more familiar with their character. But yeah, I feel like it's got a long way to go.
So one thing I'm looking for in this matchup is how Brent approaches the neutral game. And I feel like this with Ken, this isn't really a big problem usually, but obviously G's strong suit is his ability to whiff punish stuff from like full screen. It doesn't matter where you are, this man can either clip you with a whiff punish standing light kick or just an EX dash punch from full screen. So you cannot be whiffing anything against this guy. So I'm looking for sort of Brent's playstyle and what his tendencies are. And obviously we just saw his tendencies are full screen V trigger.
Oh yeah, that's a trick that people, if you look at the forums or online, people say, oh, that's a scrub tactic, but
it works.
It continues to work at all levels of play.
It works. Never stops working. Ooh. Okay, I wouldn't really call that one a whiff punish, but that's what you're seeing with that the EX dash low, I think that was. And just G's ability, just when he has meter or level 3 presidentiality, he can just whiff punish you no matter where you are.
You do have to watch out because the dash low, I believe, is like -8.
Yeah, all versions of it. No matter if you EX it or it's level 3, it's always punishable. Just like Rogs.
I think it's one of those things where level 1 and level 2 attempts is less minus. There's minus. Because I believe it's only -6 on levels 1 and 2.
Let's double check that one.
Yeah. But like Rog, his dash straights are also like -4. So like if you can space those well, you can get Chris CCH has been using a lot of G in the West Coast tournaments, and he's been doing a lot of that, and then just doing a stand light kick, buffered into something immediately afterwards. And he's catching a lot of people with that still, and it's been like, he's been doing it for like 3 weeks straight.
Absolutely, you see it a lot of times. Just like like you saw stand medium, I think that was with punish. But yeah, you'll just draw it a light or a medium or some button, then catch like a stray low forward, and just get the sickest whiff punishes.
And you get so much goodness out of it because not only do you get that damage, but you also just get essentially a free level up.
Oh yeah, you can confirm that into a V skill and bam. So one important thing to say about how G works, if you're not really familiar with G, he's got the 3 levels of presidentiality that you can determine by the little emblem by his V-trigger gauge. And he's got 2 primary ways of getting that up. He can pop V-trigger, which automatically puts him to level 3 for a long time until the V-trigger gauge depletes. Or he can just manually level it up by doing the I can't remember what it's called. I think it's actually just called G-charge or something like that. And he just takes the charges.
One thing to note is that's only V-Trigger 1. I know no one uses V-Trigger 2 with G. Yeah,
nobody uses that. He has one V-Trigger that I've seen. It is a very, very solid V-Trigger. It's comparable to Akuma's V-Trigger 1 in that it just allows him, like, in addition to giving him the level 3 on all of his V-Triggers, I mean on all the specials, he also just gains the ability to cancel his one special move into another special move.
Yep.
Per string, which is pretty strong.
Oh yeah, especially since the V skill is safe on block while in V-Trigger.
This is going to be an interesting one. We got Brenttiscool versus Danny Pham here, who we had last week.
Yeah.
And I don't like this matchup for Ken at all. This feels
really.
Yeah, no.
It's pretty even. If anything, I would say it's in Ken's favor.
Yeah.
But then again, I play against Mike like all the time, so I like have a lot of experience. So like whenever I play someone that's not Mike, it's not the same.
Well, Danny Pham taking that round pretty convincingly for that one. Good DP anti-air.
Oh, again, and I was gonna say standard toaster. It's a pre-game show right now. We're just looking at replays while we're getting ready.
Yeah, this is some pre-game warm-ups. We're just looking at their past ranked history, just to take a look at their play styles and examine what we think they're going to play like in this upcoming matchup. All right, low forward into medium Tatsu confirmed. Sure.
That's a thing. It's if I remember right, it's based on spacing. It's safer than doing a DP because you won't get that to whiff. And crouch medium has that extra frames of cancel window, so it's easier to confirm than other medium buttons. I would like to point out that Brenttiscool should have won that match because he did punish the raw V trigger because that's like -6 on block. With only a jab instead of comboing the super.
Oof.
Yeah. So even at these highest levels, people drop their stuff.
All right, for the last one for Brent, let's take a look at that one rematch versus the Laura player. Because as we all know, Mega One Strider used to play Laura and then switched to G. So although I think he's going to stick with G for the set, you never know. You never know what might happen. What's up, Rogue Saint 29? I'm Mount Lover as always, and I'm here commentating with Kamikaze Warrior.
Yes. Hello.
Boom! That's how you start the fight and finish it quickly. Come on, let's turn up the heat.
I guess I will have to throw this out there. One thing that Brenttiscool does do wrong is the costume choice.
Oh, jeez, the purple again? You're not a fan of that one?
What? No, I'm not a fan of anything that's not the battle outfit.
Oh, the battle outfit.
Battle outfit and the holiday outfit.
Ooh, the raw runs in neutral. Definitely hoping that we see less of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not the best idea against Laura's, who...
Yeah, maybe anticipating a jump forward there to try and get out of the corner, but did not work out well.
Also probably just testing the reaction, seeing what they would do.
Yeah, I know the Chrysosterian likes to do that off of buttons, just to test reactions and see what happens, but you don't see it just raw like that very often.
No.
Alright. Okay, connects with the jump in medium cake and then just do for jumps. I'm not sure what he was trying to
look for. He wasn't expecting the medium kick to hit.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. And then he was trying to catch a delayed tech.
Oh, there's that low forward and the medium Tatsu again. You know, I don't see that very often out of Ken players. So it's interesting that that's a tool that Brenttiscool likes to go for.
I'm gonna say it's something I say it's easier to do it because of the late cancel windows, but it's still really hard. And Ken messing up a hit confirm is really bad. Because everything is like -8 or worse.
Oh yeah, you do not want to mess up a hit confirm with him. So I can confirm Ken's like back B punch. I can do Karen's like low forward confirms, but for some reason Ken's low forward. That just doesn't jive with me. That's difficult to confirm, I think.
I don't get me wrong. I don't even try yet.
Ooh. Brent's opponent getting away with a lot of V-skill dash ups. Brent being a little bit passive here. Being very passive here. I don't know. Oh, see there goes the low forward. He confirmed it, but the medium Tatsu.
It was just a little bit too far away, yeah. Yeah, being patient against Laura is generally pretty good because, you know, your neutral is better than theirs and you just wanna let them try and like generate something because that'll create openings in the state so you can kind of punish that or, you know, just get crush countered.
So Laura, another character with no TP, but she does have a 3-frame jab, but I'm not seeing a lot of hyper aggression out of Brent. He just sort of he goes for his confirms, goes for his strings, and sort of backs off a little bit, which I feel like might not work in his favor up against Gustavo. But so let's jump right into his replays, shall we?
Favorite fighter profile.
801 Strider, our other player for this versus 10 exhibition. Let's take a look at who he's gone up against lately in rank. Yeah, let's just go ahead and scroll through all these. A lot of G mirrors. Oh, here we go. We've got a Ken Lopez Obrador. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this one panned out.
I didn't realize you're also a Ken player.
I like Ken, and I have a few just friends, training partners who play Ken. He's a secondary if anything. I just think he's fun. He's never been a main.
Okay.
Come on, let's turn up the heat. I'll fight this battle. Why? Because it is my duty. Round 1. Fight.
801 Strider in that Foozies clan. Not sure what that means, but it's like when you attempt footsies and just mess it up.
Yeah, that's right. Isn't that a reference to the old Mike Ross thing?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Where he just shouts out Foozies!
Foozies.
When he whip punishes somebody.
Very interesting neutral coming out of these two. Just whipping buttons in each other's faces. And like Strider's trying to catch something like a run, but it wasn't happening there. It's Foozies, but Foozies. What's up, Knight of Sidonia? It hasn't started yet, it's just in time for the pre-show. We are just warming up, getting ready for 801 Strider versus Brenttiscool. Right now we're just looking at some old replays from 801 Strider to get a feel for his gameplay, his tendencies in this matchup. Ooh, big crush counter there, and a drop to confirm.
Yeah, they're gonna say that crush counter heavy kick into the win, but nope. Didn't recognize that G was a little bit too far away. It happens. Once again, going for that jump medium kick into neutral jump.
I guess it's just a thing.
Yeah, it's just a thing he does.
Oh, this Ken pretty passive.
Yeah, getting in on G can be a little weird because G's limbs are long enough that it's and his fireball is good enough that it's approaching him it can be a problem.
He's got one of those 5-frame standing like kicks that just has the range of the gods, so you never want to get clipped by that walking forward or whipping anything. Especially considering that he can just cancel it into a dash punch whenever he wants. But like I said earlier, you have to watch out. His damage output is not crazy until he activates that V trigger. And look at all of that damage that he just applied. And he's still in it. There he goes. So whenever he uses those cancellations or those special moves in V-Trigger, he does take away a little bit of that V-Gauge, but noticeably less than Akuma does even in V-Trigger 1.
Yeah, most of G's V-Gauge goes down in V-Trigger when he's actually doing the cancels from one special to the other, so as long as you're not doing trading that in for damage, you can make the V-Trigger last really long.
Cool, lots of neutral jumps, and yes, baiting with throw attacks out of 801 Strider. He will late tech when he has to, so that is something to take advantage of, especially as a Ken player. Alright, air-to-air jabs.
Jump jab.
Yeah.
That's not an option I've seen ever.
I was watching some of Brenttiscool's replays, and I was seeing him air-to-air fierce, air-to-air roundhouse. I was like, oh.
That'll do a lot actually, because if I'm planning on jumping in, I'm already got the fierce or the roundhouse in mind. If I see them jump too, I'll just hit the button right away and just hope for the best.
That's always what I assume it is when I see that. I'm just like, you were jumping anyway. All right, let's see what else we've got in this this bag of replays. Let's see. Got it. Well, you know what? Let's take a look at A1 Strider versus a Karen player.
Yeah. Oh, against Hylix. Okay.
So this is a matchup where we're definitely gonna, I feel like, see G's whiff potential, his whiff punish potential come to play.
Mm-hmm.
Because Karen's one of those characters that you want to dance around your range with, just barely.
I think
use those buttons to the max range.
Slightly longer range.
I'll fight this battle.
Oh, like
Both of these guys are, I think, gonna dance outside of each other's ranges and just whiff buttons. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what it looks like. Ooh.
Starting off with that
starts.
buffer. Yeah.
Yeah, and caught that that round start Orochi. Oh, this tacky Karen outfit. Oh man, this is Karen going out to a nightclub in the 70s. That's what this is. Alright, the V-trigger cancellation, staying plus. And this is the kind of stuff that blows up G players, I feel like. When you just pressure them non-stop, force them to take a risk to get out, or to waste some of that V-gauge on that V-reversal. And you saw just there, 801 Strider was too hesitant to throw away the V-gauge on our V-reversal, so we ended up having to jump out and still staying in pressure. Now he's taken away almost all of his health.
Yeah, it was a really good trip guard out of Hylix on that jump out. Everyone doing a lot of jumps to try and get some pressure started, but Hylix all over that.
Yeah, Hylix, definitely knows this matchup, knows how to approach it. You see just the stuff like standing light kick, walk forward, setting light kick, walk forward, crouching medium punch, walk forward, crouching medium punch. Just keep them minus. Don't ever let them get plus. Just force them to either steal their turn with a 4-frame button, or blow that V reversal.
Well, yeah, make them bet it, right? Because if you you're pressing a 4-framer when they're like +3,
That's what I'd love to see. You just saw 801 Strider try to jab out of that situation and get clipped by the crouch medium punch. No confirm there for Hylix, but that is absolutely how you want to approach this, and this is how you blow up a G player. There we go, good activation there. V reversal is, I mean, the V trigger is in full swing. That was so much damage in corner carry. Yeah, he just turns in a rug.
Yep.
Good stuff out of 801 Strider. So yeah, you can tell that he knows that that's what this Karen player is trying to do. He's trying to force the V reversal out of him, but he's not taking the bait, and he's just being patient and trying to find his way out of that pressure.
Yeah, and that's probably something that he got a lot of practices as Laura, especially with the season 3 change, making her, was it season 3 where her V-trigger turned into 3 bars?
I believe so.
Yeah, where like he had to, the same thing. Laura doesn't have a whole lot of defense, and you have to weather the storm because you really want that V-trigger to make that comeback and get that train going.
And you know, I feel like for as big of a detriment it is to actually be forced to use that V reversal, G's isn't particularly good. I feel like average length for a V reversal is 16 frames, and his is 17. So yeah, I feel like that's it's maybe a habit that he built from his Laura days that he has been like phasing out. All right, I think we have time for one more match, and let's try to look for another matchup. Let's see what we can find here. Ooh, okay, let's take that G versus Laura, sure. It'd be interesting how he approaches his former main in this matchup.
Well, it's one of those things where I would say he knows all the tricks, but having gone to tournament and almost getting cooked by Ken's doing run cancels, sometimes you fall
You can
for
know the
it.
tricks and still get hit by him, yep.
Yeah.
Alright, interesting approach here. Just throwing out buttons to try and catch something, but I feel like he might stop as soon as Laura gets that one bar.
Oh, and betting it on a EX elbow. But now with that level up, the 2-hit fireball, he's gonna be throwing a lot of those.
Yeah, those fireballs are real interesting. If you hit them, I think at like point blank, they're like minus enough to be punishable. But at max range, I think you can actually make them like close to 0 or something. I'm not exactly sure what the frame data is on those, but they're like they're very active.
The best thing about them. Oh yeah, I was gonna say the best thing about them is that they don't really extend his hurtbox forward. So unlike other characters where like Guile or Ryu or Ken or whatever, you can whiff some buttons in front of them and like catch them throwing a fireball, but you can't really do that with G. You just get hit.
Yeah, we might actually see a lot of that in the matchup against Brent, because as Ken, what do you have to do to get out of that? Somebody spamming just fireballs at perfect range. You got a DP, right?
Oh no, you walk back. You get out of that range and you try again.
Yeah. So if we might end up with some corner shenanigans coming out of an A1 Strider, where I've seen him just loop that fireball over and over again, and people just don't know what to do. What is G's anti-air button? I believe that's Crouch Fierce. It's got like a wonky hitbox on it where he sort of like tilts his arm upwards. And so the first frame goes straight across, and the next few frames are made for good anti-air frames.
Yeah. But it's slow enough that if they're already in the air and like on top of you, it's not really good against cross-ups either. So you have to,
right now we're seeing how buttonsy 801 Strider is when he's on defense. Look at all those jabs coming out.
Yeah. And there's that V reversal, but you know that one I agree with since the Laura is almost dead.
Yeah, you don't need the extra damage, you just need to hit. Okay, chip damage?
Or chip, yeah. Yeah, chip.
Bam. Oh, what up? Shoutouts to Pavocado. Pavocado, we just showed a replay of yours on
right.
stream.
Yeah, the back heavy punch is also a good anti-air.
All right, we are at the 5-minute mark, so let's go ahead and fire up the game and get in that lobby. We are ready for our showdown.
We'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, we are live.
Hello and welcome everybody to another new Challenger 1st to 10 exhibition. Today, I'm so excited to be able to bring to you guys a 1st to 10 between Brent, also known as Brenttiscool, versus 801 Strider, also known as Gustavo. How is it going, everybody? My name is Mount Lover. I'm here with my commentator, my co-commentator, Kamikaze Warrior. How's it going?
Yes, doing pretty well. Really excited to see this match.
Yep. And we've been keeping these guys waiting long enough. We already did the pregame show. Let's just jump right into it. And let these guys know that they're free to start whenever they want. And yeah, let us know if there's any audio issues. You can hear us loud and clear. Also let us know how you think this matchup's going to go. We have got Brent, of course, one of the holy trinity of Kens. Well, I guess if you want to call it a holy trinity anymore, I think Chris T has officially switched to Akuma.
Yeah, it's more like a line.
It's more like a line. He's a Ken now. He's just a SoCal Ken. Versus Gustavo, who has switched from Laura to G officially, I believe. And Gustavo, I'm excited to see his G play because I've been following this guy ever since the Street Fighter 4 days, when he used to rock Abel. And just I remember when he first hit my radar, at least, when he just started taking down like champs. I think he had like a really, really good close match versus Kazunoko that just put him completely on the map. And although people like to talk about what his set play and his mix-ups, I feel like his real strong suit is his neutral game, his footsies, his ability to whiff punish. Even as Laura, that was just something that you saw out of him that you didn't see out of most other Laura players at the time. So I feel like, although I think his Laura, in my opinion, was stronger and saw more success, his G is probably a better fit for him, just gameplay-wise.
It's something that we'll see him get continuously better and better as time goes on, so you get used to those neutral buttons and those the footsies.
I'm also excited to see how Brent handles this matchup. I haven't seen a lot out of him, although I do know that I haven't seen a lot out of him lately, I should say, although I do know that he has been attending some CPT events, I think getting third at a recent CPT online premiere, or online ranking event. So let's see how this boils down.
Yeah, getting right into it.
Yeah, right off the bat, you see 801 Strider fishing for something with that standing light kick, and we're going to see a lot of that. Standing light kick has deceptively large range. It's very easy to buffer into one of those dash punches.
Brent already showing a drop combo, so hopefully that doesn't continue.
Strider activating Presidential Power level 1. Again, if you weren't watching the pre-show, you can tell what level of Presidential Power G is at by that globe indicator, by his V-trigger gauge.
Whoa, and then just goes for the sweep.
Good convincing round 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brent did get really lucky because it looks like Gustavo went for a V reversal but got back fist instead. So we'll see if that luck continues.
Oh, unfortunate
challenge.
Went for the good little mix-up there, the left-right after connecting with that EX Air Tatsu. But unfortunately, the standing light kick came out on the wrong side. He pressed it too early.
Oh, no, that's a setup.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so you do the stand light kick to make it look like you're going on the other side, and then you're on the left, then you're on the opposite side every time.
Gotcha.
And 801 Strider knows the setup, and I'm pretty sure you're minus there, actually. It's mostly just to trick you.
Yeah, it's nice.
So he was pressing buttons.
Yeah, the setup is minus. That's why I thought it was just him mistiming the light. I was like, I can't.
Oh, and then a great challenge on that overhead attempt.
So Ooh, 801 Strider being a little bit patient here. That G walk speed is actually not great. I think he's one of the slowest characters walking forward, although it does look cool.
Oh, everything about G's animations, and I love it, all of it.
You'll see like G's walking back and forth, and he just starts waving to the camera. Ooh, that crack shoot.
Oh, great hit confirmed too.
I'll see a lot of G players, just even, especially Gustavo, I think, even when you're not in V-trigger, using that crack shoot is just sort of a tool to get in. I'm not entirely certain how good it is, but you are plus one hit, so can't get some pressure started with that.
Yep. I agree with Brenttiscool that this is one of those matchups that you just let the V reversals fly. You don't terribly need your own V trigger activation. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to convert that into his own pressure, and 801 actually baited one of those out and got a throw off of it. So hopefully Brent starts figuring out 801 Strider's offense.
Oh yeah, 801 Strider, 3 years of playing as Laura, has known when to expect a V reversal.
Yes.
Alright, getting some fireballs here in the neutral. You can't whiff punish these.
Yep. Oh, but a great buffer up
Already
to
at
level 3.
2. Ooh, that is punishable,
no.
but no, Brenttiscool just left it on the table.
I wonder what he pressed that he got a V skill out of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That standing medium punch out of G. Such a good meaty button. Very active. 3 frames and it's +3.
And that stand medium kick's so good as well. 801 having a very convincing round.
Round 2. Fight.
Is that a punish on that roundhouse?
Yes.
I think that jab had enough range, but
Yeah.
that is something that Brenttiscool is going to want to remember. 801 Strider does know how to punish those and challenge those.
Yeah, Brent has got to find a better range for those stand heavy kicks, because you kind of want to hit it at the tip, and he's whiffed a little too many in front of 801 Strider so far. So
Interesting that 801 Strider is rushing down a little bit more than I thought. Normally, when you're playing against a G player, they'll decide as to whether they want to go for the rush down and try to extend their offense, or just cancel into a charge and build that presidentiality or the V gauge.
I think Brent got caught trying to jump away. 801 Strider hitting him with that low after the V trigger activation. Going to take game number 2. Once again, still looking very convincing.
Look at that golden god. I don't even know why his muscles glow like that. Is it just like a world tattoo? I'm not sure what that is.
But it spins around him. It's mobile.
It's a global, just metallic tattoo. What's the lore? Hit me up with the lore on why G's arms glow metallic in the chat. If you're a big fan of the Street Fighter lore.
Ooh.
So that's so there's something that I noticed that 801 Strider loves to do. He loves to use jab hit confirms into medium and then mediums into heavy. And although that medium is +3 on block, he definitely can't get away with medium into crouch fierce if he ever tries that on block. Back throw into the corner. I love this back throw animation.
Oh, yeah. It might be some counter hit confirms that he's doing. I'm not sure.
Definitely.
But, yeah, just doing a really good job of pressing all the right buttons right now, keeping Brent off his balance a little bit, not knowing what to be pressing, because...
Yeah, you can tell he's looking for one of those runs in neutral. He's looking for a V-skill run, and he's pressing buttons that would catch it. And I think he actually did with that last fireball. That was either a run or a dash.
It was a run. It was a run.
Yeah, it was a run.
Oh, see there, yeah, good jump in spacing right there, going over the crotch heavy punch,
Okay.
and then a great recognition.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
That the overhead would actually hit too high.
Yep. That overhead does connect meaty enough to hit confirm off of if it hits a crouching component or if it counter hits, and that was neither, and Brent recognized that.
Yeah.
I would not have. I just go for it.
Just let it rip.
Yeah, you keep mentioning that Brent is being a lot more aggro now. We were talking about before the game started that is how you have to play against G. You have to completely rush him down, go as aggro as physically possible to try and force him to use that V meter on his V reversals.
Yeah, see what I mean by those, Ken tries to jump at around the range, and G wants to be doing those flip kicks.
That was a
and he
really
just
interesting
gets caught.
interaction there. With punishing the DP with the crack shoot.
Oh, okay. Getting some run pressure in there, but good anti-airs out of 801 Strider. He's looking pretty good for this round.
Oh, good EX Tatsu.
Oh, same side. Great.
Ooh, the one hit confirms into the super. And that's going to be game number 3 going to Gustavo there.
Yeah. Trying to think. So he was plus there, but I think either Brent's spacing was wrong, or he had waited too long after the fireball where the back medium punch whiffed. That was technically a whiff punish there, so Brent
That was
having
one
the right read, but bad spacing cost him that game.
Yeah, people in chat pointing out, yeah, did he just press medium on wake up? Gustavo's very buttons happy. He will not hesitate to just jab you through your strings or wake up with a medium or something like that if he thinks it'll work. Woo! Building some V gauge there, just absorbing those fireballs into the G barrier. That is, it's a little bit risky, because I think even if you absorb a fireball, you're still minus there. That is a long animation. Good challenge there with that sweep.
Oh man, just Brent still working on his spacing a little bit there, but his 801 just constantly tagging every single approach, whiff punishing every single button that he's throwing out there.
Brent is getting, aggressively more and more aggro as the games go on. I'm not sure if it's working in his favor or not, but he does have 801 straight out of the corner here.
It does look better than the first game. I will give him that.
I do like the corner EX Fireball shenanigans there, but unfortunately it's just one and done. Let out 801 straight out of the corner, and now he is sitting here.
Oh no, forgetting about the cancel into V skill.
Yeah, that is part of the reason why 801 strike or G's V trigger one is so powerful. Just arbitrarily cancel specials and other specials.
Decent punish on the block target combo.
Good use of the crack shoot to keep Brent in the corner there.
Oh, and then the wake up Tatsu.
Yeah, Light Tatsu.
Beating out the command grab attempt. Alright. Good hit confirms there.
Ooh, the jab! -2 jab anyway with a 4-frame jab. That is 801 Strider.
He just knows when it needs to be challenging, and then a good punish on that EXDP cancel on the V trigger. That's still -7. Don't let Ken get away with that. Yes. He
I don't know what Super Tuesday is, but
I assume that it's just a reference to the Street Fighter movie.
oh, okay.
I just assume that
I had to check my clock there and be
look
like, is it actually Tuesday? No, Tuesday was yesterday.
I didn't look it up at all or anything. I was like, Tuesday, obvious. Yeah, obvious. It's obvious.
We should have had this matchup yesterday. And we could have G telling everybody in the chat to go vote.
Super Tuesday is the day that we vote. Oh, wow, that makes so much sense.
Yep. Oh, there's that max range fireball that we were talking about. I have no idea what the frame data is when you hit it at max range, but sure, let's say it's plus.
Yeah. Let's put it this way, you certainly don't want to be jumping after it.
Lots of crack shoot usage here in the corner just to keep Brenttiscool on his toes. That is minus on block. It's very minus on block. But
oh, and then getting the command grab.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh,
okay.
Unfortunate for 801 for pressing that anti-air a little bit too late. Let's see if Brent's able to carry this momentum into a round win.
Okay. Working on a stun still.
Yep.
Still on the table.
Drop the
there it
hit
is.
confirmed that with a stun, but gets the throw, and that's going to close it out with the perfect. Oh, never mind. He didn't spend the meter.
That cash. Don't you know the way to beat democracy is capitalism? Spend that cash.
That's right.
Shoutouts to politics.
By the way, did you vote? Did everyone vote?
Yeah, you can't say if you did. You can't lie about it. Ooh, big crush counter, back fist. Builds a little bit of that V-gauge offense too, and gets the presidentiality.
Yeah. Oh, brutal. But the wake up Tatsu is good.
Oh, good low confirm there.
Yeah.
And good corner carry. Now this is where you want to just keep him on the ropes. The X Fireball. Oh no!
Yeah, too far away, yeah.
The back medium punch did not reach.
And that's gonna do it.
Hashtag not my president.
Not my president, that's right.
Oh.
G win.
G taking game number 5 consecutively. We're gonna need some adaptations out of Brent at this point.
Brent might want to take a second. I know
Yeah,
he was really excited to get into this. You might need a second.
Yeah, it's okay to come back to the lobby if you need some time to think. But he had the right idea in that last game about getting 801 Strider into the corner and just pressuring him at infinitum. But unfortunately, he just whiffed with that EX Fireball in a back medium punch. That is tragic.
Yeah, a little bit bad spacing out of Brent for that one. It's a little fake. You have to be like right up next to the guy for that back medium punch to still connect.
Yikes!
Right
Just
now.
the endless corner pressure here. The empty jump. Brenttiscool wakes up but manages to find something.
Tries to catch a delayed tech, but instead just gets hit by another flip kick, and that's gonna do it for that round.
Angel Hunter, so according to the Capcom stats, this matchup is dead even. As a matter of fact, this is one of the evenest things in the stats. It was like 4.9997. But of course, no telling how this match plays out in the eyes of the players.
Yeah, it's one of those things, Sheep, I think that we'll find out over time whether or not it's good for G. It just seems like 801 Strider's D seems to be a little bit ahead of the curve right now.
There's something about that crack shoot that I don't know about, because he is using that way too often, and it is working out way too well for him.
The what?
That crack shoot, that flip kick that he has. Fun fact.
Oh, no, it's for G, it's so good because it's only -4 on block, and you can space it so that it's not punishable, and it catches jumps.
The frame data on it is better depending on what level of presidentiality you have as well. But man, he is just getting so much success with that. Here we go. That's game number 6 going to 801 Strider.
Based on what, oh, it's -5? Oh, okay, sorry, Chris. Based on what Chris saying, though, I feel like I need to first attend him, like, immediately after this. Saying that is better for Ken. Or better for G.
There may be something funky going on with the crack shoot, because I've noticed he's spacing it, like, at max range. So maybe there's some kind of meaty stuff going on there.
Oh, I think it just makes it safe via range. And like I was saying before, it catches jump-ins and neutral jumps, so it really shuts down one of Ken's main approaches in. So it's,
by the way, I said Dylan, my name is Mount Lover, and I'm here with Kamikaze Warrior on the mic.
Yep. And it's one of those things where I feel like a lot of the matchup as it advances forward with time depends on Ken's ability to deter a G from actually doing those at all. By knocking them out of the air, essentially.
So I think that was the first stun that we've seen for G, or for 801 Strider. Although it's interesting to see that when G gets that stun, he can get free presidentiality, or he can charge for some meter. And I think he actually have enough time to do it twice.
I love that light punch out of, or that light kick buffer out of 801 Strider after getting his back fist blocked, because Brent's been being really greedy and dashing after those. And 801 just completely calling him out.
Ooh, big crush counter. Fierce. A little bit of hesitation there on that meaty. Luckily, 801 Strider did not press a button.
Choosing the exact right time to press a button, 801 Strider. Taking 7 games straight.
G wins.
Yeah, that is going to be game number 7 there for 801 Strider. Just taking a commanding lead in this first attempt. At this point, it's hard to say what kind of adjustments Brent even needs to make here. It's looking like he's just looking for whatever kind of in that he could find. The neutral.
I think he's doing too many dashes and too many runs.
Absolutely.
I also think he's also whiffing too many buttons in front of D, because D's light kick buffer is way too good. You can't just let him do that. Of course, you know, that's all fine and dandy to say. It's another thing entirely to actually get that to work out.
We can see that 801 Strider has baited a few reversals out of Brent in the past, so he was too hesitant to use it there. He did manage to find his way out. Ooh, but all for
that
naught.
hurts. That hurts. He did a little walk forward before I believe it was a stand heavy kick, where you're supposed to press that stand heavy kick immediately.
That's a said, he says he just needs to transform to Chris T real quick. That's easy, just pick a Kuma on the character's left screen. That's how you turn into Chris T. Oof! Good block there on the overhead out of 801 Strider.
But it was a meaty setup, so no punish for him.
Oh, the presidentiality. I'm actually not sure if G is still plus after going for the presidentiality on those knockdowns.
He is. In the corner? Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, EXDP for the stun.
Ooh, goes for the throw.
Gets it.
Builds a little bit of that meter.
And then choosing a good ending combo to build extra meter.
801's tried to been opening so many rounds with that standing leg kick. Finally, Brent is like, why don't I just throw fireballs here?
Just like that, whiffing that stand heavy kick right into that buffered light kick, and all of a sudden, Brent is in a lot of trouble.
Ooh, there's the level 1 presidentiality. Almost has the V trigger on deck. There it is. You could bet he's gonna look for the first opportunity to build that. There it is. And now he's scary. Ooh.
Oh, just throwing that out there. I don't know about that DP.
Went for one reversal, didn't get him out. Went for another, still didn't get him out. So he DP'd. Oh, he's still not out.
And then the command throw.
Oof. We have seen, I think, a couple of command grabs connecting out of 801 Strider so far.
Yeah,
Those
I
that don't know,
don't
G does have a command grab, but it's pretty slow.
Yeah, what was it, like 14 frames? It's something crazy slow.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's whiffed one yet. I mean, there'd be some times where Brent has knocked him out of it, like pressing a button, but I don't think he's been jumping them yet. 12 frames. Chris CCH with the knowledge.
Yeah, 12 frames.
Oh, unfortunate. Probably trying to get a walk under there, instead just gets hit. Brent, not a great start to this round.
Oof, getting that fireball stuffed with the frag shoot.
Another command grab.
And there's the stun.
Oh, messes up the jumping
I'm gonna
combo.
pretend that was on purpose. He wanted a ground combo.
Yeah.
Ooh, goes for the speech to build a little bit of meter there after the knockdown.
Well, he's already at maximum president, so.
Yep.
Round 2. Fight.
You know he's got to be feeling himself from doing that, though.
Oh yeah, it's just.
G's just an
Feels
excuse
so
to.
right.
Playing G is just an excuse to taunt your opponent.
They're a great whip punish on that stand heavy kick.
Yeah, 801 Strider's footsies are absolutely on point right now. Alright, no challenge on the roundhouse, a little bit too far to get the punish.
Good dash up throw, catching the flip kick.
801 Strider just completely calm here in the corner. He's not sweating at all, he's just chilling there.
That was a great jump in out of Brenttiscool. Oh, no confirm on the stand heavy punch, and then just out of range for the overhead. Oh no.
And what you're seeing right now is the exact reason why 801 Strider's not afraid of being in the corner, because he knows that one touch will get him back to mid-screen, if not better.
Oh, he built up the V meter to cancel that step kick, but then didn't. But, alright, Brent got super lucky right there, because he tried the V reversal, and it caused him to walk under the jump in, which gave him that round.
Alright, good connection with the roundhouse. Manages to find something. Oh, just walks into the back throw. Oof, your back is broken. Alright, walks out of the corner.
No
Strider's
cross
had
DP.
absolute domination of the positioning this entire game.
Mm-hmm. Alright, there's a DP. That's what I like to see.
NCH DPs, you got those.
Once again, just...
Oof, just walking forward. The jab whips and connected with the forward throw. Crouch fierce, anti-air, so good.
I think 801 Strider's making it look better than it actually is.
That is a very real possibility. Ooh, it looks good though.
Oh, and then the chip out.
Super.
Yeah.
Power presidency. Abraham Lincoln taking game number 9.
Win.
And
Nine
this
straight.
is about to be our 10th game here for 801 Strider. Whew, man.
Alright, so if Brent loses this, and I'm not saying he's going to.
Everybody in the chat, go ahead and jinx the 10-0 right now.
Yeah.
Round 1.
How many 10-0s would that be on these exhibition matches that we
I think that would be the
see?
second.
The
I'm not
second?
sure though.
Okay.
Ooh, good confirmation after that anti under the crack shoot. Didn't know that worked.
And then the delayed tech beats out the messed up media to 801 Strider. But Brent finds himself in the corner.
Ooh, greatly spaced crack shoot. And yeah, we saw Brent challenge with the button there and just whiffed. Didn't hit anything.
I do have to say, I love challenging. Oh, drops the light punch.
Yikes.
DP.
Not sure how he got that. Okay.
I don't know why he would have gotten it, but it works. It should work.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Just backing off after the EX fireballs.
Oh, try
I
to
don't think
for
they're
the
bad when you're
jumping
still respecting
combo.
your own plus frames.
Whoa, that DP was galaxy brain.
Max range DPs.
Yeah. Going straight on through that V skill.
That was a hard read and a half on that fireball for 801 Strider, specifically using the EX version to go through it. That's the only thing that EX crack shoot does, is it goes through projectiles.
But good jump in range out of Brenttiscool. Beating out that anti-air. Once again, using a meaty overhead setup. Making
Ooh,
it
that
hit.
deep jump fierce. I would have got crossed out by that. Good jump out of the corner and it connects to the forward throw. Ooh, keep it in the corner. Like I said earlier, 801 Strider just in complete control of the screen positioning here.
Great combo, jumps himself into the corner, expecting some sort of quick rise out of Brent. But it doesn't seem to really matter because we're going coast to coast.
Ooh, coast to coast. G just straight up gerrymandering the screen position right now. And that is, whew, that's gonna be it. 801
That's gonna be
Strider
it.
taking game number 10, a clean 10-0 against Brenttiscool. Oh man, good stuff
was
out
brutal.
of both of our players. That was absolutely brutal. Ken clearly demonstrating that he needed to be nerfed.
Oh man.
Oh man, welcome to the reason why Chris T plays Akuma. Oh man, thank you everybody for joining us.
I was gonna say, it's a funny joke, but I don't think that matchup goes any differently.
Oh really, the Akuma versus G matchup, you think it's the same?
I think it's pretty much the same thing.
Okay. Whew, man, our players today were Brent is cool. You can catch him on twitch.tv/Brenttiscool or on Twitter @BrentIsCool. And of course, 801 Strider, aka Gustavo. You can catch him on twitch.tv/801 Strider or at Twitter @801_Gustavo. Definitely check out both of these guys. 801 Strider definitely on the up and up with that G. I loved his Laura play back when he used the Laura main. I thought that he used to be one of my favorite Lauras to watch, and now he's the G to watch. If you want to see some high level G, he is the guy to check out. I look forward to seeing what he brings to future majors. Big shout outs to Mr. Vinegar for organizing these first to 10 exhibition events. Shout outs to Brabazor for being our matchmaker. And also, shout outs to the guys over at Capcom UK, Unequaled Media, and Winner Stays On for running for basically shouting us out on stream and helping us get a little bit of attention for these first 10 exhibitions. Once again, my name has been Mount Lover.
And I'm Kamikaze Warrior.
Yep, and thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you to Brent and to 801 Strider for agreeing to this first to 10 exhibition. Always fun to watch these guys. And I guess we'll see you guys next time.